Hello, Vine Church. Pastor Brandon here. Hope you're having a good start to your week. This is a nice sunny week we have in front of us here. It's kind of nice. This seems like summer's finally hitting. We get a little bit of a day of almost 75 degrees today and some more of those, I think, this week. So hopefully you get outside, even if it's just in your backyard or for a walk. Hopefully you get to enjoy some of that sunshine. As the week starts off here, I want to kind of go through one major announcement for the church. If you were here last Sunday, we made the announcement, and I just want to make sure everyone else knows that on July 26th is when we're going to start our first face-to-face live service again. So it's been, 4 or 5 months or so since we've been able to do a live service. Our state has allowed us to do this the last month or so, and we've just kind of slowly been walking into what it looks like for us to gather back together. The elders have been very focused in prayer on when is the right time for us to come back together. We've been trying to be as honorable as we can to the state we live in and the requirements they put in place. We want to seek the safety of God's people and the people around us. We also want to make sure that patience is what drives us. We're not in a rush and a hurry to make any quick decisions. We want to walk in the pace that God has for us. We believe, following all those parameters, that the 26th is the time for us to kind of dip our toes in the water and start getting back to some kind of a face-to-face service. And so the way this is going to work, just so you know the specifics, I've been alluding to it a bit, but let me just make it as clear as possible. We're going to have 2 services on the 26th. One is going to be a 9 o'clock live face-to-face service for 75 people or less, and the other service is going to be an 11 o'clock Zoom service. So we're going to continue to do the Zoom service. If you don't feel comfortable coming to a face-to-face service, we totally understand that. We think that we want to respect and honor you and think that's a totally viable position to hold right now. And we want you to know that we are going to put as much effort and energy into our Zoom service as we have in the past few months. And that is going to still be a vital piece of worship for our church moving forward. If you, on the other hand, feel like you're ready to kind of step in and see what it might look like to gather together again as a church and do some face-to-face worship, I just want you to know we want to encourage you to do that as well at our 9 o'clock service. And so we're going to have a registration for that, 75 people or less. The reason we're capping it at that number, the state has given us parameters that we need to be 25% of our room's capacity, and so that 75 number is what hits that for us. You're also going to have to wear a mask the whole time. You're going to have to keep your social distances. We have markers for that around the room. There's going to be assigned seating. It's not lingering around to chat with one another before and after service. If you want to do that, the parking lot's going to be the place for that. A lot of other different parameters we put in place to try to seek the safety of the church here while we're gathering back together. Later this week, I'm going to do a video where I walk you through the whole church and just show you the setup and how everything's put into place to try to just answer any questions you might have about what is it going to look like when I come back to a live service at the Vine Church. And so no judgment either way. If you're ready to come back, the people that are staying home are not going to judge you. If you're ready, if you want to stay home and you feel like it's not the right time for, the people that are coming are not going to judge you as well. We want to be a church that's guided by grace and mercy and love, and we're going to perform that and do that while we're walking back into our service together. So register. We're going to put out a registration for this service. So I'd love to have you come and be a part of that. If you're in that older age group that is in that compromised older age or have some kind of pre-existing condition where you shouldn't be at a service like this, we strongly encourage you not to register, not to sign up for this service. And we just want to make sure we keep this as safe as possible for everyone involved. So again, I'm going to put that video out later in the week. We're going to keep giving you more information as we get closer to the actual date, the 26th. But I just want to make sure you're aware, 26th of July, the Vine Church is going to start back with its first face-to-face live service going on that Sunday. And so we're excited to kind of take this step. And I just want you to know, as we're taking this step together, please know that your elders are always assessing what's going on in and around us. And as things change and spike and whatever else, we're going to be quick to go back to just fully online live Zoom services if we need to. But hopefully this is just a step in the path towards getting back to a live service, a full live service, even if that's a long way off in the future. This is a step towards that end. But we're always gauging what's going on, and we're going to try to be as faithful as we can to continue to follow Jesus, seek safety, seek patience, seek the guidance of our state that we live in. And we're going to try to put all those pieces together and try to be as honorable to Jesus and as careful to God's people as possible. And so thank you for joining me for this announcement, and hope you have a great week, and I'll see you come this Sunday. Thanks.